He was born in Costa Mesa, so he's lived here his whole life. He went to the Newport Mesa schools, but his family life was anything but good for him. So he was put into the foster system and had foster parents for a while. So his introduction to SOS predates me. I don't know exactly when he became a part of SOS and started receiving services here. I do know that I was put in touch with him by one of our providers who said he was non-compliant and wasn't going to his specialty courses. And because he wasn't going to his specialty courses, he wasn't getting the treatment that he needed, and he was losing his eyesight. We wanted to kind of step up our care for him, see if we could help him out. So the first thing he said to me was that I'm afraid to go there because the appointments are too far away. I can't walk there. Then I started riding on the bus with him, and soon after that we got the transport van. I just saw him just open up and become a very happy person. By that time, after all the interactions that we'd had with him, seeing the improvement in his eyesight, working with coloring books, and he's got a real affinity for coloring books. He's become a coloring book expert. Mike was somebody that needed help, although Mike himself feels like he can do anything. He's superhuman, right? And to a certain extent, he is. I mean, this is a guy that has been on the streets for 23 years. So we worked with him for a long time on this, and through this whole process, he finally opened up everything, right? So at that point, once he opened up to everything, then it was only a matter of time before he was going to get a placement. And we got him. We got the call about 2 weeks ago. He had an interview initially. Initially, he was a little scared. So Sean's the one that gives him the keys.
Michael, I'm going to hand you something. These are your keys. Welcome home, Michael.
Sean is Mike's case manager and friend, too. And that was really kind of a telling moment for me. I mean, I knew that Mike was excited about this, but I didn't know exactly how excited. Sean is wonderful when he does that, and then Mike comes over and hugs him. And that's really kind of a telling moment as well, because Mike doesn't necessarily reach out to people right away and give them hugs, right? That's not something that he does. But you could just tell that this was such an important moment for him. Since that time, he's really flourished. He has. He has taken on this housing as a new chapter in his life.
I've always wanted to see something. It's been in my head, a vision of a place, and it's here. And you said maybe it's in the area. Something I've always wanted to see. Something natural, undisturbed, undamaged. Something beautiful.